anticipated matchups of the entire regular season. Two national championship contenders, each ranked in the top 5. Which side can step up and deliver on this big stage? Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Clemson Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Roomstreet. Let's get this thing underway. Tigers will kick this away to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Hand it off. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here, Kirk. A long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together, and this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset. Attacking.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And the Gamecocks churn out another first down. On first down, it's play action. Scooped up with the defense. They get him to the ground. Heads up by the offense to keep possession, but he's still short of the mark.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. Looking to pass here on second down. Moves left out of the pocket. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. They have struggled big time in the red zone so far. Can they punch it in here? Second and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. It's Davidson. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he's got it again.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the 1st down.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's wide open. Look out. They got him, but not before he makes a 1st down at the 41. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game and the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one.
The pass is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 30 now. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score South Carolina.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
Excellent field position here for the offense. Little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
The quarterback keeps the football. Oh, the ball is out. The defense has it, off and running.
You know, I like this quarterback's ability in the option game. He just doesn't do a good job of protecting the football here. You've got to be dialed in with your fundamentals, or it can cost you at any moment.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play. It's the latest chapter in a backyard rivalry game that goes back to 1896. Of course, these days, it's a non-conference end-of-the-year collision, Kirk, but it really has gained prominence in recent years.
And I think this is one of the nastier rivalries out there, to be honest with you. And I think over the last 10 or 15 years, Clemson has obviously taken their program to another level. What Shane Beamer's been able to do here in the last few years in Columbia has really elevated the Gamecocks program. So it's gone to a whole nother level, not just for Clemson, but really for both these teams.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Breaks the catch. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allow them.
And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Here's the point after attempt. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
21, Clemson, 0.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
Take over. First and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Send the back in motion. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Little. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, a lot of times you call a slant, you love to see some big yards after the catch. But when they don't go for many yards after the catch like this, that is a good stop by the defense.
Oh, what a move. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And then first down, right back to the running game. They got him down out near the 40.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And it's caught inside the 15, still running. Touchdown, Tigers. Too much speed for the defense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Off the play fake on first down. Quick throw, testing the middle. It is intercepted. It's a short return to make the tackle at 25, but what a play for this defense.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
At 1st down, sack a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on 2nd and long? On the run, it's Davidson. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. And through 1 quarter, let's see how the quarterback's stats stack up. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly out of the wide out. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
Well, you talk about a huge conversion. That's 3rd and long. It doesn't matter for these guys. They just keep going about their business. Great connection between this quarterback and receiver on that one. And now they're in business.
Breaks the tackle to get back to line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Short connection to the tight end here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The pocket breaking down. Breaks loose at the 40. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, he dropped that one. A great chance at his 2nd interception of the game.
Well, the name of the game for this defense is to pressure this quarterback as often as you can, and that's exactly what they've been able to do here in this first half. It looks like they've got him rattled a bit, as that pass should have been his 2nd interception in the first half alone.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Play action here on 1st down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Running out of time in the pocket. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Giving up for
Now the quarterback found a matchup that he loved, gets a big gain with a nice throw, and now they're down in the red zone looking for some points.
Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. They're going to chuck it again. Good quickly. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away. So
it's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And he doesn't get to the marker. It's a stop on fourth down. Looking for some space. It's Davidson. They stop him right at the 24.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Over the middle. It's Little. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Davidson. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
And the back gets the football. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Pulls it in. It's Little. Breaks loose at the 40. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Lewis. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Now it's 2nd down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Lights up the defender. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Here's a target, and it's complete. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, it's 3rd and short like this, and the offense comes out in a shotgun, still leaving that option for a run. I thought it throws the defense enough for the quarterback to...
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And it's good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to create better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Running back has it on a screen now. Finds room at the 30. He's in the clear. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's when you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive we were happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hodges. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions, and the blink of an eye, and now it's first and goal.
And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
We'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking deep down the left side. Caught at the 30. Still running. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Let's go. Fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Hands off to the left. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hodges. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the mark. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Look out, room to run here. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. On first down, it's play action. To dart to the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
The defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense. The Tigers will line up to punt it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. As the first down is still going. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. He's got it with room to run. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They battled back to take the lead.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Goes out to stiff arm. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tries the right with a quick throw. The tight end makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
What a catch! Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Going for a big play downfield. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Tigers.
But somebody had to bust an assignment on this touchdown. There's no way you let a guy get that open unless the defender either gets injured or he blew an assignment. That was too easy for the offense for that touchdown.
And now they'll set up for the point after. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. He got momentum after scoring that touchdown. touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Short throw complete to the tight end.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Important second down play coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Prescorn.
Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really, it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today. Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long.
Oh, here comes the reverse.
And he's brought down for a big loss. Defense swarming and not fooled at all.
The defense there showed incredible discipline on the backside contained. And that reverse wasn't going anywhere. Just textbook.
Third down play for this offense. Out of the gun now on third down. Going to try to use his legs here. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a fourth down decision coming up. The Gamecocks will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback finds an open target on the crossing route. He's swarmed by the defense.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Makes an open space.
That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you that
he's picked for a third time tonight. He could go.
They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Looking to scramble now.
Catch made down inside the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
Looking to scramble.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. On second and goal, they'll give him another chance.
Touchdown, South Carolina, to put them on top now.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's 3rd touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's a great catch near the sideline and does a good job of getting that foot down to secure the...
A deep shot to the left side.
It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a 4th interception in this game. Second down now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone. first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
Grab behind the line. It's Cooper.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. This passing game is on fire today.
And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Point after, up and good.
That makes the score. South Carolina, 49. Clemson, 35.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game.
Breaks into the clear.
It's a nice game. They'll move the football up to the 27.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quick throw to his receiver.
Oh, he makes the catch.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. On the kickoff is hammered. Sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Defense surrounds it. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking for his big tight end. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things.
Here's another interception. We're losing track. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Just when it looked like they might make this a 1-score game, the quarterback gives it back to the defense. The climb just got steeper, and they're running out of time here in the 4th quarter.
And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Play action here on 1st down.
Moves out of the pocket. He's got room to run.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
The Gamecocks are in the red zone now. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Pounding away with the run game. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this 4th quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You talk about being in a zone. This guy continues to make big plays. That's another touchdown pass for the quarterback.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
63, Clemson, 35.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. Looking for a man deep down the middle. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Here we are in the 4th quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Boy, these defensive backs are completely locked in. 3rd down, the defense stays disciplined in zone coverage and knocks that one down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
Looking to throw again. Finds his man. It's Little.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Clemson.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
See if they can convert the point after. And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
South Carolina offense will take over first and 10.
Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13.
Chewing clock with the running game. Past the 25. Breaks loose at the 40.
They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
That was clutch. Should be enough to secure this upset. And Kirk, we talked about this matchup late in the season. Big implications, and the lower-ranked team has emerged as one of the teams to beat now looking ahead of the playoff.
It was exactly what they needed to put them in control of their destiny the rest of the way. A key win that should, at the very least, lock them in for a playoff spot and put them in the good mindset the rest of the season.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The Gamecocks will come to the line to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. Contact as he let the ball go.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.